In this section, we'll be covering gathering user information via the Windows command prompt. We're going to cover a few topics from figuring out who's logging into a system, the username, and so on. The system on our right will be our domain controller, and the system on our left will be our PC that we're going to be executing commands on. So let's jump into it. The first command that we're going to run is we want to see who particularly is logged in on the system on our right, our domain controller. So I'm going to come over to our system on the left and type WMIC space / node semicolon. The remote computer name, as we can see on the right, it's just DC. I'm going to type DC space computer system space get space username and hit enter. Now, based on the results that we received back for this particular system, we know that it is the local administrator that's logged on to this PC. Let's go on to our second example. I'm going to clear the screen out, type CLS and enter. Now let's see if this particular user, Jim McFly, if his account has been locked. I'm going to come over to our system on the left and type NETUSER, the username of the individual, which is McFly. Let's go in and right click on Jim's account and hit properties, go to account, and here we have his logon name, McFly. Going to go back over to our system, hit space / domain, hit space pipe space find space / I space quotation, and we're going to type account active and hit enter. Now we see that Jim's account is indeed active. So we know that his account has not been disabled. I'm going to hit cancel and cancel our second window. Now let's move on to our third example. Let's just say we're in a situation and we need to find out the username of the individual that works at the company. We have their last name, but we don't exactly know their username, and Active Directory is acting up for some reason. So once again, I'm going to come over to our system on our left and type CLS just to clear the screen. And I'm going to type DSQuery, QUERY, space user space -name space star and the last name of the individual. In this case would be McFly. Star again, pipe space dget space user space -samid space -display and hit enter. Oh, sorry, I believe I missed one letter. DSQuery. There you go, and hit enter. And here, the results that we got back, we see that McFly is the username for Jim McFly. Very, very handy just in case you're having problems with the interface of Active Directory. A lot of companies run across that, and that's the purpose of us getting down to just getting to the bare metals of command prompt, because a lot of people may use it for very simple things, ipconfig, IP address, but there's a lot of helpful information that you can use using the administrative Windows command prompt. I'm going to hit CLS to clear the screen. And we're going to go over our very last topic. Now let's see if we have a user that's constantly getting locked out. That's a very common situation in most companies, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint when a user is being locked out or the time that they're being locked out. Or let's just say you're on the phone with a user and he says he never reset his password. Well, there's a very simple way that we can prove that to be true or false. So our very last example is going to be finding out when was the last time a user password was set. I'm going to come over to our administrator command prompt and type net space user space the username of the individual / domain space pipe space find space / I space, and in quotations I'm going to type password last set and enter. And we see the last time that Jim's password was set was at October 11, 2017, 10:37 p.m. Now let's go over to Jim's account. Actually, let's do this. Let's log out of Jim's account on the left. See that he's properly logged out. And now let's reset his password and see if the time changes. No, we don't want him to change on login. Oh, sorry about that. I did not meet the minimum complexity. Let's try this one more time. Okay. Now let's have Jim log back in. Keyboard. There we go. Okay, so now we know that Jim is logged in. Now let's go and run our administrator command prompt again. And we're going to run the same command just to make sure that the time for Jim when he reset his password actually changes. So I'm going to type net user, the username of the individual, space / domain, space pipe, space find, space / I, space, and in quotation, as I said before, we're going to type password last set and hit enter. Now we see that the new time, that the last time Jim reset his password was at 11:08 p.m. So we get some very useful information using these commands in Windows. Command prompt is a very good tool that I think every admin should know, no matter what your position may be. There's a command pretty much for everything. Actually, you can go online and search maybe the top 60 commands that every admin should know. And a lot of these commands are in the list, and sometimes you need to sort of browse these commands to see what exactly options are available to you. Like for instance, in the net command we can do net accounts, net computer, net config, net continue, net file. There's a lot of different tools that every admin can use. I hope you guys enjoyed this course. I will see you again in the next one.